Hi everybody, John Meadows here, and I'm back with another exercise index video for your lats. We're going to do a dumbbell row. I'm assuming most of you that are watching this video have done a dumbbell row. I want to show you how I do them. It's a little different. I spent many years doing my dumbbell rows in the standard form like this, knee up on the bench, rowing. And that's not a bad thing, not a bad thing at all. But I'm 47 now. I started having a little bit of lower back issues. So I wanted to find a version that was easier on my lower back. So I was goofing off one day and I decided to just straddle the bench and do the row. I'm figuring it's giving me a better base. My QL, those are the muscles kind of over your kidneys, the quadratus lumborum, they kind of stabilize you. They don't have to work as hard. But, so what I did was, I straddle the bench, and what I do is I move over this way. So I got a nice base here with my hips, my back is supported, I got my arm here to support me. So I'm going to do a row this way. Now, once I did this a few times, I was super impressed with how good this feels. Very little lower back stress. That was the first thing. You know, I normally was only going up to maybe 100s on these because my lower back would lock up on me. The first time I did them with this form, I went up to the 150s, knocked out a set of 8, which are the heaviest dumbbells here. And I had no back pain, no lower back pain. So these are really nice for those of you who have maybe some lower back issues, but they're also just a nice version in general. Now, a couple things with your form. So shift over to the side you're doing. Now drop the foot back. If you've got your foot up here, it's going to be real awkward pulling a dumbbell up. So what I want is I want that foot to come back here. So now you're not going to get in the way when you're going to get in your own way. The other thing is I want you to keep your shoulders square. So you'll see a lot of people doing what I call the lawnmower form, like this. I don't want you twisting. Keep your shoulders square, okay? Drive with your elbow. See that? I'm driving with my elbow. I'm not doing this. I'm square. Elbow, elbow. And that's really one of the biggest keys to training your lats, is driving with your elbows. Don't even think about your grip. Don't think about your biceps. Just move your elbow and squeeze your lats. Learn to generate tension by moving your elbows and squeezing your lats. Now, there's another little tweak that I do on these sometimes that sort of shifts the tension to the bottom of the lat. Now, I know people say, oh, you can't train your lower lat. Well, no, you can't isolate it. It's not an individual muscle. But you can use your form to bias certain areas of your muscle groups. It's been documented a million times in science, studies on PubMed. So here's what I want you to do. This is really cool. So I want you to row up and put the dumbbell on your leg. Now what you're going to do is you're going to try to push the dumbbell back through your leg. So back, pause, and back. So what I'm doing when I'm right here is I'm trying to go back this way. Now you obviously can't do that, but you'll feel your lower lat, boom, it'll lock up and all the tension will shift right there. Okay? Now, you don't need to come up real high. Just come up to right here on your leg and flex. That's not something you learn in textbooks. That's kind of the beauty of playing around with your form and experimenting. So I do this with a lot of people who can't really feel that area of their lats work, and it works every time. So that's a version on how to do dumbbell rows. We just finished training back, actually, and we did these. So I appreciate you watching. If you like this, share it. Thanks, and we'll see you next time. If you like that video, I know you're going to love my app, available on the Google Play Store for Android, iPhones, and the Apple Store. There's so much information on here, it's amazing. Training, workouts, hundreds of workouts, nutrition methodology questions, chemical enhancement, supplementation, client prep, and a Q&A button. Check it out.